Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Triple H is called out during WWE SmackDown after Randy Orton is forced to the ring, wants one thing. The WWE Universe is buzzing after an intense episode of SmackDown where Triple H, the chief content officer, and one of wrestling's most legendary figures, found himself in an unexpected showdown. Fans were on the edge of their seats as the storyline took a dramatic twist involving none other than Randy Orton, who seemed unwillingly pushed into the spotlight. As tensions boiled over, it became clear that this wasn't just another scripted encounter. Something much deeper was brewing beneath the surface. The confrontation felt like the beginning of a power struggle within WWE, with Triple H and Randy Orton standing at opposite ends. But what exactly happened, and what could it mean for WWE's future? Let's break down the night's events, Triple H's reaction, and what Randy Orton is truly after in this latest chapter of WWE drama. The episode began with excitement, but also an undertone of tension. Fans had heard whispers of Randy Orton making a return, but the Viper's entrance came in an unusual fashion. Orton wasn't out there willingly. It was clear he'd been forced to make his appearance, seemingly on Triple H's orders. Normally, the apex predator prowls his way to the ring with confidence, but this time there was a hint of reluctance in his body language. Orton, who has been absent from the ring for months due to injury, didn't seem thrilled to be back under these conditions. As he stood in the ring, his eyes scanning the crowd, he looked every bit the dangerous legend he's always been, but there was a sense that his return wasn't on his own terms. Fans immediately sensed that something was different. This wasn't a return fueled by the thrill of competition or Orton's desire to make a statement. It felt as though something or someone had forced his hand. And as the arena's energy grew, the air filled with anticipation, knowing that a confrontation was brewing. With the audience buzzing, Orton grabbed a microphone, and his words cut through the air with sharp precision. "I'm not here because I want to be," he said, pausing as fans tried to decipher his meaning. "I'm here because someone decided it was time for Randy Orton to make a statement." The fans watched, eyes glued to the ring, as Randy's gaze turned toward the backstage area, calling out Triple H directly. "Hunter, I know you're back there, and I know you have your reasons, but I want one thing from you." There was a long, loaded pause as Orton's words hung in the air. "If you want me in this ring, you're going to have to give me something in return." Orton's call out to Triple H was as blunt as it was surprising. The Viper was making it clear that he wasn't willing to play by anyone else's rules, not even those of Triple H, who is known for his fierce loyalty to WWE and his insistence on pushing superstars to their limits. This wasn't about just another match or a storyline. This was about leverage, power, and respect. The crowd erupted as Triple H's music hit, and the Game himself emerged from backstage, his face stoic, but with a glint of intensity in his eyes. Triple H, a master of mind games and power plays, didn't hesitate to respond to Orton's challenge. As he walked down the ramp, he maintained his cool, calculated demeanor, exuding the authority that has made him one of WWE's most iconic figures. Standing across from Orton in the ring, Triple H didn't rush to respond. He let the tension build, using silence as a weapon in classic Triple H fashion. When he finally raised his microphone, his voice was calm, but the intensity was unmistakable. "Randy," he began, "you know better than anyone that nothing in WWE is given, it's earned." He paused, allowing the weight of his words to settle. "You think I forced you out here, that I brought you into this ring for my benefit? No, Randy. You're here because it's time for you to remind everyone, including yourself, who you really are." The crowd roared, sensing the challenge in Triple H's words, but Orton wasn't impressed. He responded with a cold smile, his tone laced with defiance. "I don't need reminding, Hunter. and I don't need a pep talk from the man who's spent his career stacking the odds in his favor. As the confrontation escalated, Orton laid down his terms. You want me in this ring? You want me back in WWE, giving everything I've got? Fine. But if I'm going to do that, I want one thing. I want a shot at the WWE Championship. The crowd erupted in excitement as Orton's demand for a title opportunity added a high-stakes twist to the tension. This wasn't about proving himself. This was about securing his legacy, proving that even after his injuries and time away, he remains a top contender in WWE. Triple H's reaction was hard to read, but he maintained his steely demeanor. You think you can just walk in here and demand a title shot? After months of being out, you think that entitles you to a shot at the very top? He asked, with a slight smirk. But Orton, unfazed, fired back. I think my history in this business and my legacy speak for themselves. I've done everything you've asked, fought everyone you've put in front of me, and I've put my body on the line time and time again. If anyone's earned this, it's me. The tension between Triple H and Orton reached its peak, and after a long stare down, Triple H finally gave a nod, signaling his acknowledgement of Orton's demands. You want a shot at the championship, Randy? You'll get it. But you'll have to prove that the Viper we all know and respect is still there, ready to strike. The game laid out the terms. Randy would need to win a series of matches against some of WWE's top competitors, each match harder than the last. Only if he survived this gauntlet would he earn his title shot. This wouldn't be a mere walk back into the championship picture. It would be a grueling test of endurance, skill, and determination, everything that defined the Viper's career. Orton's eyes lit up with a familiar, dangerous intensity. The Viper, long known for his ruthless ambition and unbreakable spirit, was back. He accepted the challenge, letting Triple H know that he was ready to do whatever it took to reclaim his place at the top. The confrontation between Randy Orton and Triple H isn't just about a championship opportunity. It represents a clash of philosophies. For Triple H, WWE is built on tradition, hard work, and loyalty. He believes in pushing every superstar to their breaking point to prove their worth. For Randy Orton, though, the journey is about legacy, respect, and a ruthless pursuit of his goals. He doesn't care for rules or tradition. He wants to cement his place in WWE history on his own terms. This storyline promises to captivate WWE fans in the weeks to come, as Orton battles his way through the gauntlet for a shot at the championship. With each match, Orton will be forced to prove that he still has the tenacity, skill, and heart to be the top competitor in WWE, and if he succeeds, fans may witness a showdown between Orton and the current champion that could go down in history. But for now, the WWE Universe is left in suspense, eagerly awaiting Orton's journey to reclaim his status as a legend. With Triple H watching closely, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Viper has been called out, and he's ready to strike. Will WWE's apex predator prove that he still reigns supreme, or will this gauntlet be his final challenge? In the end, Triple H's gamble might just be the fuel Orton needs to rise to the top once more, showing the world that he's not only back, but as dangerous as ever. And in the world of WWE, that's exactly the kind of story that keeps fans on the edge of their seat.